Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's be real for a second. If you have been watching Salem lately, you know that Sarah Horton is currently going through absolute hell. Between the tragic death of her patient Destiny from those tainted DiMera Pharmaceuticals drugs and the impending doom of Xander Cook Kiriakis' massive betrayal with Kristen DiMera, Sarah's life is a walking nightmare. But off-screen, the actress who plays her, the incredible Linsey Godfrey, is a literal beacon of light, survival, and hilarious, chaotic energy. Recently, the official Days of Our Lives Instagram account dropped Tattoo Tour, Episode 3, featuring Linsey showing off her ink. And let me tell you, this video is everything. It is a masterclass in balancing deep, emotional trauma with the kind of silly, goofy joy that makes us all love her so much. Only 30% of this is about the actual ink. The other 70% is what these tattoos tell us about Linsey's soul and how that perfectly bleeds into the resilience of Sarah Horton. First and foremost, we have to talk about the cancer survivor ribbon on the back of Linsey's neck. Linsey Godfrey is a survivor of stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. She has been cancer-free for 19 incredible years. Can you believe it? 19 years. She designed the ribbon herself before getting it tattooed to match the ones her mother and sisters got. This right here is the core of why Sarah Horton is such a fighter on our screens. Think about everything Sarah has survived over the last 5 to 10 years. This is a woman who had her baby swapped by Xander Cook Kiriakis and Victor Kiriakis. She was kidnapped, drugged, and held hostage on an island by Kristen DiMera, forced to wear masks and injected with Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's mind-altering hallucinogens. A lesser character would have crumbled into dust. But Sarah always comes back fighting. I personally believe that Linsey injects her own real-life warrior spirit into Sarah Horton every single time the director yells action. That ribbon isn't just ink. It is a testament to an unbreakable will to live. And she didn't stop there. Linsey also showed off a Roman numeral 3I on her wrist. Why the number 3? Because she is the third child in her family. She survived stage 3 cancer, and 3 is simply her favorite number. The symbolism here is just so powerful. It grounds her. It reminds her of where she came from and what she has defeated. When I look at that tattoo, I can't help but think about how many times Sarah Horton has had to rebuild her life from absolute scratch. She is currently on what feels like her third major attempt to build a stable, happy family with Xander Cook Kiriakis and baby Victoria Kiriakis. But here's the kicker. We all know that EJ DiMera is lurking in the shadows, ready to blow her life up all over again by exposing Xander's secret hookup with Kristen. When that bomb drops, Sarah is going to need every ounce of that stage 3 survivor energy to pack her bags and protect her daughter. Now, let's get into the deep psychological analysis of her rib tattoo, because this one absolutely shattered my heart. During her battle with cancer, Linsey's mother put a quote on the refrigerator. "Love has patience to endure the faults we cannot cure." Linsey got those exact words tattooed on her ribs. Amazing. Just stop and think about the profound weight of that sentence. It was a mother's promise to her sick child during the darkest days of chemotherapy. But if we put our soap analysis hats on, this quote is literally the defining thesis statement of Sarah Horton's relationship with Xander Cook Kiriakis. I mean, wow. Sarah has spent years deploying infinite patience to endure Xander's endless, incurable faults. Xander is a man who lies, schemes, and reverts to his violent hitman tendencies the second things get tough. Sarah loves him, and she endures his faults, hoping she can cure his dark soul. But if you ask me, this is a huge mistake, because Xander's toxicity might actually be incurable. When she finds out he slept with the woman who tortured her, Kristen DiMera, that patience is going to run out. Okay, it is time for a hot take, and I know some of you are going to be mad at me in the comments, but I don't care. In the video, Linsey playfully roasts her co-star, Robert Scott Wilson, who plays Alex Kiriakis. RSW did the previous tattoo tour, and he was taking it very seriously, talking about the deep, brooding meanings behind his ink. Linsey joked, "I love that I'm doing this after Rob, who is like, this deep meaning, and I'm like, I have a unicorn. I am absolutely obsessed with this contrast." I ruthlessly criticize Alex Kiriakis on this channel because he is an insufferable, brooding mess who is currently destroying Stephanie Johnson's mental health. RSW plays that edgy, serious vibe perfectly. But Linsey is a breath of fresh air. She doesn't take herself too seriously. She proudly showed off a tattoo of a robot and explained it by simply saying, "Why?" Because I like robots, that's why. That is the kind of unbothered, joyful energy we desperately need in Salem right now. And the silliness doesn't stop there. Linsey Godfrey also revealed a tattoo of a croquet ball and a leaf, which is a visual pun for "I love you, wood ball and leaf. I love you, wood ball and leaf." Get it? Oh, why? I love you, wouldn't believe. That's crazy. It is so incredibly cheesy, and I love her for it. She also has a unicorn to match her niece Emmy's name, a dinosaur that looks like her niece Bella, and a ladybug that she hilariously admitted just looks like a circle. This beautiful mix of intense, life-altering trauma tattoos sitting right next to goofy, childlike doodles tells you everything you need to know about her psychology. She refuses to let the darkness define her. She survived cancer, so she is going to cover her body in unicorns and robots because life is too short to be serious all the time. This is exactly why Sarah Horton can go from crying over a dead patient 1 minute to having a heartwarming, goofy moment with Brady Black the next. But the most emotional part of the tour, without a doubt, was the family handwriting tattoos. Linsey has her mother's actual handwriting tattooed on her, reading, "Love you forever, Mom." Even more precious, she has her daughter's first name tattooed in her daughter's own 5-year-old handwriting, followed by her middle name written at age 10. Linsey plans to add her daughter's nickname when she turns 15. If that doesn't make you tear up, you have a heart of stone. This fierce, overwhelming dedication to motherhood is exactly what drives Sarah Horton's every move on Days of Our Lives. Remember the absolute agony of the baby Mickey storyline? Sarah thought her baby died, only to find out Xander and Victor swapped her with Kristen's baby, Rachel Black. The trauma of losing a child permanently rewired Sarah's brain. Now that she has baby Victoria Kiriakis, her maternal instincts are operating at 1,000%. Linsey's real-life devotion to her daughter translates so perfectly to the screen. The fans in the comments were absolutely eating this up. One fan perfectly summarized the vibe, saying they love the contrast between Rob's super serious post and Linsey's goofy, heartfelt one. Another fan even called her out, asking, "Didn't you say you had plans for an earnest one?" To which Linsey hilariously replied, "Don't tell me what else to do. The engagement is just fantastic." It reminds us that behind all the backstabbing, the kidnappings, the tainted drugs, and the DiMera corporate warfare, There are real, beautiful humans bringing these characters to life. Linsey Godfrey is a treasure, and Peacock TV Spoilers will fiercely defend her against any haters. As we look toward the future of Salem, I can't help but weave these real-life revelations into our predictive lore. We know that the summer preview promo shows Sarah Horton stepping into a massive crisis. The tainted drugs from DiMera Pharmaceuticals are killing people, and Sarah is right in the middle of the medical fallout. At the same time, EJ DiMera is sharpening his knives, preparing to gut Xander Cook Kiriakis in front of the entire town. When Sarah's world collapses again, I want you all to remember the Roman numeral 3 on Linsey's wrist. I want you to remember the cancer survivor ribbon. Sarah Horton is not going to break. She is going to channel that inner warrior, grab baby Victoria, and she is going to survive. She might even team up with Brady Black and Johnny DiMera to take down the DiMera empire from the inside out. So, I have to ask you guys, and I want you to be brutally honest in the comments below. When EJ DiMera finally exposes Xander's disgusting hookup with Kristen, do you think Sarah Horton will find the patience to endure the faults she cannot cure? Or is she going to pack her bags and leave Xander in the dust forever? Drop your hottest theories down below. Make sure you smash that like button, and do not forget to subscribe to Peacock TV Spoilers for all your daily deep dive Salem updates. We will see you in the next one.